There is nothing like fresh baked bread, but what a hassle. I watched my mom do it for years and years and years. Who would do that at home? You would, because now all you're gonna do is you're going to just take this, add a few ingredients, and then push a button, and you will have fresh baked bread. The smell of it is one thing, but then it's the texture. It's the way that this makes the most incredible texture in terms of this beautiful bread. It tastes different because home-baked bread is different. $109.95, 5 flex payments, free shipping, red and black available. And I think we're very limited in the quantities on this. I'll double check on it. But here's the thing, simple, easy, but Chef, is there anything better than the smell of baked bread other than, of course, the taste of fresh baked bread?
That is a no. You want delicious smell of fresh baked bread. I mean, listen, I work for a big grocery store in Australia. We always want people to walk into a grocery store and smell fresh baked bread. That's what every grocery store in the world wants. That's what we want in our homes too. Let me show you how easy it is to make. You lift the lid, all right? I'm gonna just show you what's in here. There's a dough hook down the bottom. This is the baking compartment. That goes in and then it just screws in like that. This is how easy it is. You dump in your flour, right? And then you dump in all of your ingredients in no particular order, by the way. You can add your water, you can add your yeast, you can add a little honey, a little salt, a little sugar, and we give you all of the recipes, every single recipe that you see me make right now, we give you. Then you press start. That's it. Can you see that working already? Now, of course, you'll close the window, you close the door, but I wanted to leave that open so you can actually see inside at what's happening. We have 19 different breads pre-programmed in here. So all you're gonna do is check which one you want. All of the recipes come to you in this fabulous little recipe book, right? And they're just gridded out, so very, very simple. You can make different size loaves. Here's the recipe section. All of the recipes are right here, so you're just gonna weigh out those ingredients and then toss them into your bread maker. It will knead it, it will proof it, it will bake it. That's it. You don't do anything else. You just come back when it's ready, and guess what? You've got perfectly, freshly baked bread. I'm gonna go ahead and lift that out, bring it on over here. Of course, you'll let it cool down a little, but don't let it cool down all the way. I sort of suggest, by the way, Durapan inside, so look at that, spotless. Now you'll notice what's missing, that little dough hook, right? So the dough hook will sometimes stay in the bread. That's fine, that's normal. And what we do is we give you that little hook to pull that out. So you'll just go straight on in there like this, and you'll just remove that little hook just like that, okay? You turn your bread over, and now it's time for some beautiful this is the country loaf. And again, we are sending you home with this. You can, I mean, can you see that steamy, delicious bread?
Look how perfect
Cut it
that
as
is.
thick or as thin as you want. I'm so glad we still have a handful of those cordless knives for people to pick up on. I mean, Alice, a little bit of butter on some freshly baked bread, first thing in the morning. And yes, you can pre-program this, so when you wake up in the morning, you will get that freshly baked bread. I gotta tell you, with a crust and that fluffy interior. Oh my goodness.
Right.
That
Nothing
is
like
so
it.
good.
Absolutely
So
nothing like it. You can do this. You will have fun doing this. Oh my gosh, when you are baking bread and all of your company is there and they smell this, there is nothing like it except for the taste of the bread. Look at the way, I mean, when you just see the texture of the way that it is baked, it tastes different. The crust on this is absolutely perfect. A little crispy on the outside. This has been toasted, of course. And then whether you want to put butter on it or not, it makes no difference because you're going to love just the flavor of the bread. Stop and think about what is in the food we eat. You know, Chef, I think about sometimes I have a loaf of bread and it sits there for a couple of weeks and it still hasn't gone bad. And I'm thinking, what is in that bread? I mean, what's in there? What are we putting in our bodies? Control what you eat. You can do it, but you can improve the flavor of what you eat because you are gonna have fresh baked bread in a matter of minutes, and it is so effortless, you cannot believe it. Everything is simple, everything is easy, you get great choices on here. Add the ingredients, push a button and let it go and just sit back and go, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. But look at how beautiful, and every kind of bread you can make, Chef, there's so many kinds. I think this one is a jalapeno bread.
This one's rosemary and olive that we have over here.
Ooh.
It is so delicious. I'm going back to my next oven. I've got a cranberry and oat. You will love the fruit breads that you can do as well, Alice. Of course, that DuraPan, we're the only bread maker on the planet to have the DuraPan. You can take, there's 3 different choices. You can keep it light, you can get it dark, or you can keep it medium. It's totally up to you. This one we did on dark. And have a look at the incredible cranberry. Look at how it mixes all of that stuff, all of the raisins, all the cranberries, or whatever it is that you're putting into your bread. You can make this so simply and easily. You can see the structure of that loaf is absolutely perfection. I'd like to say good job, Vanessa, but truly, all you do is throw the ingredients in, and then it just happens, right? You're like, yeah, it's good job, Vanessa, because you're amazing, and I love working with you. But the bread maker did all the work here, you guys. That's the truth. This is the brioche. Have a look at this. I'm just going to slide that brioche loaf out. That DuraPan allows everything to be removed in one shot. You go ahead and lift that up. Now, you can slice it lengthways like I am. By the way, Alice, if you went to a bakery, look at that steamy, delicious brioche, and you bought a brioche, you could pay up to $15 a loaf, right, for a small one. We're making this for cents, not even dollars, right? So you can just imagine the incredible savings that you're going to have. Maybe there's that baker in your life, a little bit of brioche. I tell you what, with some strawberry jam, a little piece of brioche first thing in the morning, it's impossible to be mad. It's just impossible. You can only be happy when you smell